Good morning, Delaware. We are paying attention.
Thank you.
Yes. Molly, are you already in vacation mode?
I am so in vacation mode.
Well, go ahead and tell us where you're heading off to.
My niece has gotten back from her year as being an exchange student in Germany, and I'm going
wunderbar.
to celebrate her graduation.
Yay,
so
huzzah.
I'm heading on up to Grand Rapids and Sagatuck. I've been saying Sagatol all week. Sorry, everybody. It's Sagatuck I'm going to.
Okay. So, thank you for joining us for radio this morning before you jaunt off to Michigan
to
celebrate your niece. Congratulations. Is this Addie?
It's Adeline. Yes.
Congratulations, Adeline. And welcome back. And we are so happy to have two new guests with us this morning. You haven't heard them on our show before, but you might have heard them in other places. Friends from the Delaware Public Health District. We have Garrett Guillozet, Guillozet. Sorry, I want to make it more French than it really is.
That's quite okay.
Health Commissioner, and Adam Howard, Deputy Health Commissioner of Preventative Health. So welcome and good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having us today. We're excited to be here.
Absolutely. We're going to talk about some really, really wonderful things that the health department has going on this morning, some things that we're partnering with the health department with, some things that you have access to as stakeholders in the health department, because whether or not you know it, if you're listening and live in Delaware County, you are a stakeholder in the Delaware Public Health Department.
Absolutely.
Well, before we get into all of that fun, which it is truly going to be fun, I want to talk a little bit about some books that we've recently been reading. So, Molly, have you finished one, or do you have one planned for your trip?
Now, you're going to have to stop me if I've already done this one. I meant to ask you before we started the show, but welcome, everybody. I'm going to talk about the Phoenix Pencil Company.
No.
Okay.
What if I did stop you, though? What would you do? Do you have a pivot planned?
I would have. I do not. I would have pivoted on my heel and made something up.
Okay.
Maybe you would have learned about my favorite childhood book or something. Okay. I don't know what I would have done.
No, you have not talked about the
I don't
Phoenix
think when I ask you questions. Okay. This is the Phoenix Pencil Company by Allison King. This is a very interesting book. I actually found it on a horror list, and I feel like I'd gotten into a rut, so I wanted something a little different, and it is different. I don't know that I'd put this on high horror. This is not something that kept me up with nightmares. It's kind of like Outlander in the sense that it hits so many different genres. It's horror, it's historical fiction, it's, today realistic. So it's a story of this girl who, she's kind of an introvert. She stays to herself. She, has a job online where she's creating software that connects people on the web. But really what she wants to do is get back to her grandparents. She's very worried about them. They're aging. They need some support. So she's trying to get back to them. Well, it's one of those books that goes back and forth. Her grandmother of the grandparents has her own story. It goes back to when China was in their revolution, and her grandmother and her cousin find out that their mothers have a very special skill. When they get a pencil and they break the skin of their hands, they learn every story that pencil has told.
Oh.
Well, during a war, that can be used by the government. And when the government finds out, the mothers are almost starting to, be bled dry. This takes a lot out of you. And especially if you don't have the pencils that they made at the Phoenix Pencil Company. Well, the two girls find out they also have this skill and begin to use it. Their relationship's a little tumultuous, though. Now, you go back into today. We're going back and forth between chapters. This is if you're like Mom, this is one of your note taker ones. And when you go back in today, the granddaughter knows nothing of this, but the person she connects to on the software she's building is somebody who's connected to her aunt.
Uh-oh.
Or her mom's cousin, sorry. Keep this straight. And
get your notes.
Now there's a lot more that we're about to find out. Plus the grandmother, as she's losing her memory, is doing an awful lot of writing with one of the last Phoenix Pencil Company pencils. And at that point, I'm going to leave you with the Phoenix Pencil Company by Allison King. Came out last year. Absolutely a great read. It has that little hint of horror, but I kind of shared the horror part as you're sticking a pencil to your skin.
Sometimes we use chili peppers to describe romance. We used ghosties once to describe horror. So like on a 1 to 5 ghosty scale.
2.5.
Oh, okay, 2.5.
It just really didn't scare me as much as intrigue me. The historical fiction to me was more interesting, combining Chinese history in with American history and with all of that. I think that was the real win in it.
Is this one of those magic where it just is, it's never explained?
Yes.
I love that.
Like, I don't know how you would explain it either.
Right.
Allison King does it in such a way, though, from the moment you hear how it works, you're just in for the ride. You're just there and like, yep, I'm going to do it. I believe this also is Allison King's first. I think this was
her
debut novel.
Wonderful.
So I love it when you debut with this. Sorry, there's some pressure on you, Allison. I'm waiting for the next.
Now we got to go on to the next one. That's right. Well, that is really exciting. While we were getting ready for today's show, I was talking with Garrett and Adam, and I discovered that the Public Health District has a book club. So tell us about that.
Yeah. So I think last year we debuted a Health Commissioners Book Club, and we take it slow, maybe one book every 6 months.
Great.
For scheduling. But we just finished our most recent book, which was Starry Messenger, Cosmic Perspectives on Civilization by Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson. So it's Dr. Tyson's newest book, quite fascinating, very public health-ish.
Okay.
So really takes all facets of your lives and sort of places you, if we discovered aliens or if aliens discovered us, what would they perceive about us through various facets? So things like healthcare, how we treat one another, how we take care of agriculture, how we feed people. So it's very fascinating, super easy read. Not, Dr. Tyson does a great job about not being too technical for the lay person who's not an astrophysicist. So he does a great job just making things in layman's terms, and our staff really enjoyed it. So that was our most recent read. So we were excited about that.
Right.
Only 7 hours on audio. I have it on hold already.
Already there. Already there.
That sounds great.
You'll enjoy it.
That's so fun. I mean, Neil deGrasse Tyson seems so, based in science and fact that to just kind of throw in aliens is like, oh, all right. That's not something that I would necessarily.
What's not factual about that, Nicole?
I don't know. I do know.
I'm very confused right now.
I do know that there is an Apple TV show that I had been watching called Pluribus. And that also
I am
explores,
a huge Pluribus fan.
They kind of are adjacent. It explores a little bit, how other cultures, entities, whatever, might perceive how we do our life. And Pluribus says it's not well.
Yes, that is true. I think they did. They left it very unsettled at the end of the first season.
Pluribus deems that we're not doing well. Adam, what about you? You said you had a recent read too.
Yeah, and full disclosure, I'm only about halfway through, so I don't know how it ends yet.
Oh, good. Then you can't reveal.
Can't spoil it.
Exactly.
True. Right now, I'm reading Dreamland. It's the story of America's opiate epidemic.
Yes.
By Sam Quiones. Very fascinating, talking about black tar heroin and the opiate pills and just how it devastated so many places. And really brings it home because it's talking about Portsmouth, Ohio.
Yes.
And, public health at work, public health at home. Enjoy the story. But it's just, it's amazing all the things that came together to make this just us primed for this opiate epidemic.
Right.
Very fascinating if you love public health. Great book. If you're interested in true stories, very interesting as well.
It's been published for a while. Reading it today, do you feel like it still has a lot of relevancy to all of the issues that we're dealing with today?
Yeah, absolutely. Being in public health, you'd think I would know a lot about this kind of stuff, but there's so many things that was just eye-opening to me. And frankly, how they were able to, especially with like the black tar, how they were able to like seize a market almost, and things of that nature is just it's crazy to think about how all that went into effect. Yeah,
I grew up in Chesapeake, Ohio, right across the river from Huntington, West Virginia. And if any of you have any connections down there, this is a hard read for. I read it end to end, but it's a really hard read because it truly is how it's impacted some, especially of our southern counties. If you go down there, that impact is still there. And I have to say some of the solutions are starting to pop up there too. I'm seeing some really great stuff. So, keep reading on it because there's a lot of what's happening today.
Yeah. And just like so thankful for the families who shared their hard stories to make this so impactful and everything.
Yeah. That was Dreamland by Sam Quiones. I have a really fun book that you will be able to get at the library, although there might be a little bit of a wait for it. It is called The Astral Library, and it is by Kate Quinn.
On my list.
Yes. Kate Quinn, you may have heard her name before, and it's because our friends of the library love to bring her. She typically writes historic fiction, and this is very outside of her regular genre. This is magical realism, a little bit of fantasy, still written for adults, so she's not creeping into the young adult realm, and much shorter than her regular books. This was about a 7 or 8 hour read.
Really?
Oh, it was wonderful.
I'm really into your review today. Can you tell?
This is why I finished it. So the Astral Library takes us into the world of Alexandria, or Alex Watson. She has had a rough life. She has, her father's never been part of her life. Her mother abandoned her at 8. She's lived most of her life in the foster care system, bouncing from family to family, some better than others, most not great. And now she's an adult and she is working 3 jobs, none of them she's doing well at. And on the day that we meet her, it's kind of her lowest day. She's been fired from one job. Her bank account has been frozen. It only had $36 in it anyway. And she is trying to see if she can pick up more hours at her 3rd job, which is being a page at the Boston Public Library. She stops by her friend who is a fashion designer, asks him, sometimes does the books for him, asks him if maybe she could, do his books. He doesn't really have the cash, the time, or the opportunity for her at the moment. Everything's just kind of got her down. And to top it all off, her roommates have booted her from the apartment. She was sleeping on the couch anyway, and they've given her a week to figure life out. And so she kind of goes to the Boston Public Library to just cry a little bit. Her boss is like, Alex, I told you I don't have any extra hours for you. She's like, I know. And so she just kind of like flings herself through a door to just cry in private. And the door that she flings herself through opens into a magical realm.
Magical.
Huzzah!
Libraries have those. Those are real, also like the aliens.
Totally real, totally true. She opens into this magical realm. She finds herself in a place she's never seen before. It's like the Boston Public Library, but the ceilings are, infinitely tall and never ending. There's a sky above her. The books seem to actually be moving and vibrating with life. And then there's a moody librarian. and Alex is like, oh my gosh, it's happened. She is a reader. She's very well read. And she's, oh my gosh, it's happened. I've stepped through a magical door. We all know that wonderful journeys begin with magical doors. I've stepped through a magical door. So she, has the librarian come up to her and she's like, this is it. This is your monologue moment. Tell me the rules of this magical world. I'm ready. And the librarian's like, gosh, I don't have time for this. You're like the 500th person I've done this to. Just calm down.
Our librarians are nothing like this. If anybody's listening, I promise you this is not what you get at the Delaware County District Library.
Well, what Alex learns is that this library is magical. It does have the opportunity to give you a moment to live in a book. And you get to choose up to 3 books to live through. And at the end of the 3rd book, you get to choose any one of those 3 books that you could live in indefinitely, as long as at the end of each book, you renew it. And the other caveat is that you can choose from any book that you'd like to live in, but it has to be in the public domain.
Oh.
It was like, Kate Quinn, are you just trying to get around copyright laws? And so she, because of course Alex is a big fantasy reader, and she's like, Narnia, I want to go to Narnia. Well, that one's not in the public domain quite yet. And so she's, coming up with all of these other ideas. As she is trying to figure out what maybe her life in a book might look like, the library seems to be coming under attack. There are these little red notes that keep coming through the book drop, and the little red notes seem to be threatening some of the other patrons who are living in books in the library. And the librarian is like, well, we got to figure this out before you figure yourself out. So why don't you just come along with me? Because Alex is really insufferable and she really won't leave the librarian alone. So they go along this journey and to save these other patrons. But the threat, it turns out, is a little bit more than what it appears to be. And that's where I will leave you.
Oh, that's a real good one, Nicole.
This is a very, very fun book. It's very, very quickly paced. The characters are likable, and you will jaunt through your favorite books of history, like Around the World in 80 Days, like Sherlock Holmes, like Dracula, like all of the things that are classics. You will get to see what those characters might look like if you lived in a world with them.
Oh, Nicole.
That's where I'll leave you. All right. Well, with that, we will go on a break and we will come back with the other half of the show talking about things happening at your Delaware Public Health District. You won't want to miss it. Stay tuned.
70 degrees for the cruise along Pittsburgh Drive back to the First Ladies of the Library. It's off the shelf on My 96.7.
Oh, I love this new title.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you,
like
I
Mark.
think we need to keep that
First
one.
Ladies
Yeah.
of the Library.
I feel really special right now.
Well, that's very appropriate. We are in the middle of Summer Reading Club. It goes until July 29th. Or 29th? Where? July 31st. I don't know why.
the
I'm
sad
sorry.
thing, I didn't catch what was wrong with that.
And we have fun programs happening every week.
Yes.
And one of the programs that just happened this week was we had a First Lady come. We had Abigail Adams come
it
to
was
the
so
library.
amazing.
She also came to the Friends of the
Yes.
Library book event. You were there, Molly. How was it?
Talk about magical.
Yes.
Like everything was real, but it felt magical. Books with flower arrangements coming out of them.
Beautiful.
Laura Kamoy, the author we had in.
Yes.
I think just imagine Molly with my hands holding my chin
Yes.
wrapped. Like I didn't want to blink. And she was just telling us stories.
That's
you know?
wonderful.
The history, the food, the little drink they made was...
She did. Nicole
was
Claudy,
really good.
our Friends of the Library president, did warn that Abigail Adams' punch lemonade
yes.
had a kick to it.
It had a kick to it. The food from Abigail's time, though, if you ever thought you would not enjoy food from that time, you're wrong. It was amazing. It was all
Absolutely.
wonderful.
Well, we are here this morning with our friends from the Delaware Public Health District. We have Health Commissioner Garrett Guillozet, and we have Deputy Health Commissioner of Preventative Health, Adam Howard. Good morning.
Good morning.
One of the things that I wanted to touch on with you guys first this morning is a regular visit that a fun vehicle has been making to our Ostrander Branch Library called your Mobile Health Clinic.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So a couple years ago, we debuted our mobile medical unit, which is sort of our one-stop shop that we get to drive all over the county and provide some excellent services, free of charge to our residents.
That's
so
wonderful.
I love
we're
it.
thankful for the partnership to be able to bring it to the library
That's
and
right.
bring it to community parks and various places through the county. So this thing has put many miles on it already. It has seen every corner and facet of Delaware County. So we're happy to be able to partner with the library and bring our nursing team out there to make sure that we are accessing people where they are.
So the next time that you'll be at the Ostrander, we have you on the schedule many times, at least once a month between now and October at the Ostrander Branch Library. The next time we'll see you there is Monday, July 6th from 1:30 to 3:30. It's just a drop-in, no appointments needed. What are some services that people can get when they come and visit your mobile health clinic?
Yeah, so almost all of the services that we would provide in person at our health district office. So immunizations, we can help with WIC services. We provide naloxone or Narcan kits free, and then cribs for kids, car seat checks. So really kind of it runs the gamut.
So we can just
I love that.
walk up and say, I need a crib?
You can walk up and we have cribs on the bus for you. We can do car seat checks. And then, I don't want to spoil this for the kids, but we're already thinking about back to school time here at the health district. So making sure that we are providing those back to school immunizations. So
Yes.
the mobile medical unit is prepared to make sure that all of our kiddos are up to their vaccine schedules, and you can walk up without an appointment and get those back to school vaccines.
Yep. Don't spoil that surprise.
I know. It is almost July. So
is true.
kids,
It is.
Does anyone need to bring anything with them when they come to these mobile health clinics?
Yeah, it's just like when you're going to the doctor's office.
Okay.
So if you bring your ID and your insurance card to the doctor's office, bring that with you. That's especially important if you're getting an immunization or anything like that. For a lot of services, that isn't needed, but it's a good thing to have because for your vaccines, we want to make sure we're giving you the appropriate vaccine. So we want to be able to make sure we're looking in the system and making sure everything is okay for you.
That's a great reminder.
So my kids are grown up, but I remember being Aunt Molly, and they kind of just threw a car seat at me. I drove around with one for quite some time. So can aunts and uncles or grandparents who are kind of grabbing the kids pop by for that? Because I was real nervous when I had those.
Anyone who cares for a child.
Okay.
Yeah, we definitely encourage that, I can remember when my daughter was born trying to install a car seat, which wasn't that long ago, but still is like a maze. So we really just want to make sure that those car seats are installed properly. You think you got it, but professional opinion on getting it installed matters. So absolutely, if you're driving by and you see us, stop. We can check it out for you. We can set up an appointment. We also provide car seats for eligible residents. So if you're running into a situation, if you're a grandma or a grandfather or an aunt and uncle, and you find yourself in a position where you're going to be hauling around a loved one, we want to make sure that baby is safe being transported. So absolutely.
Sometimes I feel like there's even, foster care families who, may have been prepared for, an 8 or 9-year-old, and then all of a sudden they get the call, and tomorrow you're getting a 1-year-old.
Yeah, absolutely. And the same can be said for our Cribs for Kids program. I mean, we want no babies to have unsleep safe environment. So if you find yourself having an overnight guest or a little baby at your house, let us know. We want to make sure that there's a crib or a cribette for that baby to sleep in. So,
and if you're at the library, you can also get your bedtime stories to read to your kid in their new crib.
That's right. Well, while we're talking about littles, let's talk about a fun event that you have coming up on August 8th. Tell us about your Baby Expo.
Huge event, third year, massive Baby Expo. We're excited to host. Our WIC program takes the lead on this. And so we have lots of community partners. The library is there.
Yes, we'll be there.
Lactation consultants, physicians, all kinds of folks come and really, truly provide wraparound services for those newborns and families on WIC. So it's going to be August 8th. 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Health District. So,
and you've got that beautiful front lawn now. That's your new location. If people haven't been there yet, I don't know what's holding you back. You're down on South Sandusky in Delaware.
Yes, right down off of 23 on South Sandusky. So we'll have car seat demonstrations, cribs, tons of giveaways. Adam can kind of talk about, but the folks in WIC have been soliciting tons of donations. So there's a bunch of great stuff that's going to be given away.
We're on our third storage room of giveaways.
Oh, no.
So
amazing.
if you are
I think he's ready to get him out of there.
if you're expecting or you have a little one, please stop by. I also have it on high authority that AJ, our mascot, is going to be there. And I'm sure that he would love to play with the unicorn from the library. So
we could see if we could make that happen. Yes, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Mascot shots.
Yes. AJ will be there.
Yes. And so this is for expectant families. This is for families that have already had their littles, and maybe like up to toddlers if you have families.
Yeah, up to toddlers, but also, again, like Garrett said, if you're a grandparent, if you're an aunt or an uncle,
for a little.
Stop by. You never know what you don't know. So
Exactly.
we're there to help.
Yeah. That's great.
Now, I have a question for you. I heard something about having gun safes that parents can get. Is that a program that you guys have?
It absolutely is. So we were awarded some funds a couple years ago, and through the Delaware County Suicide Prevention Coalition, we have purchased gun-safe lockboxes. So you can contact the Health District directly. There is a tiny little short waiver, and then we provide you with the free gun lockbox. So gun safety and gun storage,
that's amazing.
Paramount, especially for people with any sort of loved one at any age at home. We just want to make sure that your firearm is kept safe. So it is totally a public health issue, but those are available free of charge. I think we just ordered, they probably don't want me saying this, but a couple hundred more. So we definitely have a supply, but we have given out a lot of them, and we're very pleased with that. So absolutely.
That's great.
I absolutely love that you have that as a service for for our patrons.
And when you see us around town, we're on the radio today, but many times we're all over the county at different fairs, events, festivals. We do provide those at those events as well.
Oh,
so
wonderful.
That's great.
If you see us out and about, ask us. We can definitely get you taken care of.
You make that so easy. You're making all of this so easy.
We're trying to, right? I mean, we're trying to, make sure that everything we provide is easily and accessible. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, our time has flown today, but I don't want to let us leave without talking about the other end of the age spectrum, Walk with Ease. That program is coming up on July 27th. And tell us a little bit about what that is and who it benefits in about a 30-second spot.
Walk with Ease is a program for our older adults, 55 and up. This is really just a balance, strength, flexibility, overall walk class. So really making sure that we're remaining active as we age. And so this is a 6-week class. It's Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at the Health District, free of charge. Get together with a new group of folks and learn some walking exercises and visit other areas of town.
That was a beautiful plug in the 30 seconds. You're also going to read about that if you receive the library's Mature Reader newsletter coming out on July 1st. You still have time to subscribe to get July's issue. So thank you, Garrett and Adam, for joining us this morning. You guys are a wonderful service to this community, and we don't know where we would be without you.
Well, thank you. The same can be said for the library, and make sure you go and visit and pick up your summer book.
Yes.
Thank you. Molly, have a great time up in Michigan.
Well, and you have a wonderful weekend yourself. And Anastasia.
Come see Anastasia. We will be on the stage at the Buckeye Valley High School today and tomorrow and Sunday. So we will see you there.
I've seen a picture. You won't even know it's Nicole. It's her makeup and costume is amazing.
Thank you. Until next week, we will see you in the stacks.